Reliaquest Bowl. We're going to head to Monday, January 1st in the new year, noon Eastern, ESPN, Tampa, Florida, at Raymond James Stadium. Wisconsin will take on LSU. LSU's a 10-point favorite. Over under 55.5. Wisconsin opt-out. Starting running back, Braylon Allen. Starting center, Tanner Bortolini. Starting cornerback, Jason Maitre. Jake Renfro has missed the past 2 seasons due to injury. He'll start at center. He actually started at Cincy a couple years ago, but didn't play at all this year. A bunch of receivers, Skylar Bell, DK are out. They're starting linebackers, Jordan Turner. Starting defensive lineman, Rodis Johnson. Darian Varner, one of their defensive ends. Injuries. Their cornerback, Alexander Smith, hasn't played. He's not on the depth chart, hasn't played since week 11. Bryson Green, their wide receiver. He missed the final 2 games. He is on the depth chart. We'll see if he plays. And then Ches Malusi was lost for the year. They could be really thin at the skill positions. Wisconsin has they have a lot missing at skill positions and on defense. LSU transfer portal. Starting quarterback Sage Ryan. Nothing really major, but Jaden Daniels, Heisman Trophy winner, did opt out. Garrett Nussmeier will start at quarterback. They do have some injuries, although Mekhi Wingo hasn't played this weekend. He's been practicing. Brian Kelly says he's going to play. That's huge. It's one of their best defensive tackles. Their cornerback situation is still a little messy for LSU. I thought Brian Thomas and or Malik Neighbors might opt out, but Kelly said both are slated to play, although Neighbors didn't practice the other day. But apparently they're both going to play. Nussmeier is more than capable. It's hard for me to see because I think Nussmeier can operate this offense just fine, and they can score on the shorthanded Wisconsin defense. What I'm struggling to just figure out is I haven't pulled the trigger on this game. It's like, do I really want to lay 10 with LSU? Because does it matter who they would play, especially in a bowl, that their defense is that bad that anyone can score with them, and laying double digits is just not smart. So that's why I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But then again, like Wisconsin, who's Wisconsin throwing to? I don't even know who they're throwing to. So as of right now, I lean LSU, even at -10. I think it's LSU or nothing. What do you see here?
I took a first half under. Listen, I'm not impressed with this Wisconsin is like this team this entire year. You've had the personnel of big boy football, the thick offensive linemen, the thick running backs, and you brought in Phil Longo to run this 24 seconds per play spread offense. It's just, and you can see in Tanner Mordecai's numbers, right? 6 TDs to 4 INTs, 8.8% drop rate. That's the highest in his career, his 3 years dating back to SMU. Now he doesn't have any skill positions whatsoever there at Wisconsin. 2 of the top 8 targets are in for this game. 39 rushing attempts for Mordecai. I think he's the rushing leader out of everybody on the board with Jackson Acker. With that injury there, Mordecai might be the leading rusher. This Wisconsin defense, they're missing key contributors on the line at corner and in linebacker. And I think when you say that Nussmeier is capable of taking over this offense, absolutely. But the offense is completely different without Jaden Daniels. With Jaden Daniels, you're an inside zone team, and man and power run schemes are second. That's what you're looking at later on, because the whole offense was Jaden Daniels. Present the zone read option, slant, deep ball. That changes now. Now you can turn into more of a traditional pocket passer with Nussmeier, who's got an arm that can throw across 3 states. Wisconsin's defense switches between a 3-4, 2-4-5. They're going to give us a lot of different looks. More importantly, they're 27th in defensive pass EPA allowed. Not saying that Nussmeier can't get it going. I love him. I've been a fan of this kid forever and been waiting for him to start. But I think it's going to be slow going because this is a different offensive play. This is a different offensive system that's going to be trotting out there than it has been all year with Jaden Daniels. Now, I know they've had 15 practices to get ready for this, but still, this is live game action. I think the first couple series are going to be a little choppy. So Wisconsin has no offense, 0, missing nearly every skill position player. LSU in the new offense with Nuss, they'll pick it up. They'll get it going and passing downs at some point, but I'm taking first half under here. There's a couple of 28s out there on the board.